Alright, guys, we're back. Back to Hello Goodbye. A long time ago is the last time I did one of these. Has been it's been a really long time. Actually, I'm double checking right now to see when it was. Yeah, apparently it was July of 2024. So it's almost gonna be 2 years, almost a year and a half. Basically, a little bit more than a year and a half. Now you're probably wondering, do I remember anything? And frankly, I remember a few things. I don't remember much of it. I know that I had to go over my last video to double check what happened. And from what I can remember, May's dad was murdered, and she was trying to how could you say it, like, in a way, think that everything was okay, trying to not make it seem like it was a big deal, trying to smile in a way. But at the end of the day, she kind of still broke down because, well, I mean, losing a parent isn't something that, well, anyone can handle it for too long. Then we had a little bit of a flashback of her parents and how she was born and etc. How they took care of it. It was brief, and now we're here. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were gonna have. I remember, like, the festival, by the way, canceled because of what happened. True. Well, anyways, let's continue with the story, and hopefully, I do justice. It's been a year and a half, a little bit more than a year and a half. Okay, let's continue. It wasn't until the day before the Floating Lanterns Festival that all the people of Japan learned of the presidential inauguration's cancellation. The news of the newly elected president's assassination spread like wildfire across the region. The United Provinces of Japan, however, had something important to announce that there would still be an inaugural speech. Oh yeah, I remember a little bit. May is gonna do it. Yep, she's the one that's gonna be doing the speech. I forgot. The entire world would only speculate in confusion about what exactly was going to take place. Which brings us to the present day. The day of the speech is finally upon us. May and I weren't able to participate in the Tenshu Festival, of course. Also, the events had to be cancelled after a bridge leading to the Academy Island had been destroyed. She had truly been looking forward to the festival, which is what prompts her to murder Dad. She had already finished her final meeting for this speech, which means all that's left to do is to do it. Yeah, I was hoping we'd get to enjoy the floating lanterns too. I guess that's right. Oh, once this is over, you don't have to role play. You don't have a role to play, my bad. I'm still gonna be protecting you though. Man, I can't wait. She seems fairly relaxed right now. That's the kind of plug I've come to expect from her, especially in times like this. After a minute or so passes, some officials come and call for May. It's time for her to take the podium. In the middle of the night? I guess they would do it in the middle of the night. Makes sense. Bring one of those, being one of the people tasked with protecting her, I also get into my designated position. I can imagine the look of the faces in the crowd. They're likely waiting with bated breath for the appearance of the First Lady. Oh yeah, there she is. The girl who takes a stand is but an ordinary student who just happens to be the daughter of the late president. The act alone already causes a frenzy among those in attendance. Cameras start to flash one after the other, and the event is broadcasted to the world as the TV cameras rolling. The First Lady stays motionless where she stands. I think it's been a little over 5 minutes since the announcer first presented her. Okay, so she hasn't said anything. Okay, that's interesting. Gradually, the noise from the crowd begins to settle down. The intervals between each camera flash start to grow longer, but the eyes of everyone in the crowd are still planted on the girl in front of the podium. I'm confused. Why isn't she saying anything? Well, even if she was the daughter of the president, there's no way she isn't nervous given the situation she's in right now. God only knows how hard it must have been for a young girl to stand in front of the world like this, all by herself after the passing of her father. And right as the throngs of people start to wonder what she's going to do next, she finally starts to move. The paper in her hand more than likely contains the written speech that she's about to give. She grabs the page and is about to open it, but suddenly she stops. She places it on the desk near the podium and begins to speak as she looks out amongst the vast gathered here today.
はじめまして、こんにちは。時間的にはこんばんはですね。私の名前は雪代メイと言います。私の言葉を聞いてくれているあなたは誰ですか？
The staff backstage starts to panic, so she's asking the what is she doing? I throw a look at Miss Hosoka. She's looking at me as well. From what I could tell with my lip reading skills, she's muttering something along the lines, do you have any clue what she's doing? I guess this means she's not reading off the script they prepare for her.
私は雪代メイと言います。先日亡くなった雪代ジョージの娘です。
Yes.
一つだけファーストレディーとしてではなく、日本に住む一人の人間として
I see.
皆
Okay.
さんの前で話させてください。
I see what she's trying to do. She bows her head towards the chairman on the up on stage. Panicked, they look off stage. Despite the hubbub around her, Miss Hosoka gestures that it's okay. After getting permission from the chairman, May continues her
ありが
speech.
とうございます。私はただの天主堂学院の学院生です。本来はこのような立派な場所に立つような人間ではありませんし、立てるようなことはしていません。ここに立ったのは私が雪代ジョージの娘だった。
I mean,
ただその一点だけです。
you're doing this speech for him. That's what's
た
happening.
った一点ですが、それは私の誇りです。この誇りを持ってわがままを言わせてください。私はこの森野の町でいろいろな人と出会いました。天主堂学院の先生や同じクラスのみんな、教会の皆さんや病院で会う皆さん、いろいろな人と会って気づきました。私はこの人たちと会ってよかったんだと気づきました。会った人たちの話を聞いたり話したりしていて、今この時この人と話しているのは自分なんだなって。話している人たちも一緒に話している時に笑顔になってくれるとさらに喜びは増します。そしてさらに気づきました。これが亡くなった母と父が言っていたことなんだなって。生前の母が言っていたそうです。どんな人に会ってもまずその人の中にある、とてもいいところを見るようにしましょうと。そして亡くなった父も言っていました。この人の中で一番素晴らしいものは何だろう。
I see. I see.
私もそう思いました。そうすると必ず美しいところが見つかって、そうすると私はその人を愛することができるようになって、それが 愛の始まりになるんだと思います。ですから私はこれが大事なんだと思います。これというのは誰かから必要とされたい気持ち、誰かから必要とされていると感じることだと思います。だからいろいろな人を必要として必要とされましょう。
Mm-hmm.
美しいところを探し、美しいところを見つけてもらいましょう。そんなに遠くの人でなくていいです。皆さんの隣にいる人から必要として
I
く
mean,
だ
that's
さい。
true. That is true.
必要とされてください。灯籠流しを一緒に見る人を大切にしてあげてください。家に帰ったら家族や同居人にいたわりの言葉をかけてください。今私たちが手に取り合うべきはお互いを傷つけ合う武器ではなく、隣の人の手のひらだと思います。
And with that, she ends her speech with a bow. This girl was the only girl. Wait, this girl was the only daughter of the late president Yukishiro George. She holds no prestige nor any important social position. She's just an average person. And she spoke to the world from the heart. Her words come off of no script. They were just thoughts of a normal girl. I wonder if she knows exactly what she's done. I would bet the answer to that is probably no. You really done it, man. Like, I hope I'd smile. Everyone backstage is stupefied. I almost want to look at them and shout, impressed. That's Yukishiro Mei, the daughter of the president Yukishiro George. This girl was able to pull off something so extraordinary with no preparation and no support from anyone. But that's who she is. What Yukishiro George left behind wasn't his plan to unify Japan, but his daughter Yukishiro Mei. After finishing her personal script, she then reads through the prepared script for her. After she finishes, I clap loudly. I'm the very first one to applaud her. I wonder if you're the only one. The politicians who would be working towards the goal outlined in her speech needed to know why they were fighting for unified Japan. The words she spoke here today will likely become a banner for the unified country. Thunderous applauses resounds from the venue. Wow, that's loud. May bows again and again. As the clapping continues, they begin to prepare for the presenting of the bilateral unification bill. Are you clapping yourself still? Numerous politicians come up and line the stage, with Miss Hosoka acting as a facilitator for the announcement. It all begins here. With Rion out of the way, Mai comes running over towards me.
終わりました。
I mean, it is. Good job. That stuff you said at the beginning wasn't part of the script, was it?
気づかれましたか？
Pretty obvious.
お父さんの言いたかったことだと思ったので。
I see. Okay. Okay. I pat her head a few times. I'm sure if he was here to see you, he would have been so proud of you.
ありがとうございます。
You did great there, May.
頑張りました。
You know, you're my personal hero.
ヒロインではなくですか？
Nope, you're my hero.
少し複雑ですけど、嬉しいです。
She had delivered her speech to people all across the world. And I'm sure her words had touched the hearts of many. The two Japans would become one and everyone would live together in peace and harmony. With how much her words of a single girl accomplished, I have no doubt that her name will go down in history. Though if she heard that, I have a pretty good idea what she'd say. All I was doing was speaking on behalf of my father, or something another. She had stood on the stage to carry on her father's will. What we need to be doing right now is not harming one another with weapons, but putting down the weapons and holding the cans together. But I can tell those words came from her, not him. Those words came from her experiences, from her heart. That's why I'm so immensely proud of her. I'm proud to say that I love her. May, wanna go see the lanterns now?
はい、行きましょう。
Did that end the... I wonder. Okay, it's been 3 months since the Floating Lanterns Festival. I guess I'm close to the end then. In this time, the bilateral unification bill was passed by both the governments of the UPJ and the Commonwealth. They were both now in the middle of sorting through various legal processes required to take place. There was a resurgence in the problems ingrained in each country, and the political world had become more active than before. The entire world had its eyes on Japan. People were debating whether or not they will be able to complete this unification process without assistance of the military intervention from other countries. But whether it does come to fruition, the world will enter a new era. So as for things with us, May was the first person in the world, the world heard before any of the countries took the steps they took towards unification. Needless to say, she had attracted the attention of quite a few politicians and media outlets after her grand performance. At first, the comments were mostly negative and pessimistic, but as time went on, more and more people spoke up and praised her for her message and she conducted herself, and how she conducted herself with such confidence. Some even said that they saw the late Yukishiro George enter that day. The attention may receive increase exponentially after that. I was worried whether or not she would ever be able to live a normal life again, but luckily Miss Hosoka took care of that. While keeping May under her watchful gaze, she ran in the recent general elections and became a member of the National Diet. Diet? She in particular was one young politician everyone had been keeping their eyes on as of late. Even with how busy she was, she still found time to take care of May. That's why I've forgiven her, and now I wish her all the best with her political career. May was able to continue her being a student at the Shido Academy and went back to to the relatively normal life that she had before all of this ever happened. As for me,
ただいま帰りました。
am I living with her? Yeah, finally. We opened the door to the mansion and practically tumbled inside. From there, we head to the living room and start fixing something to eat. May, let's take it easy today and have some noodles.
はい、お腹減りました。
I get the condiments ready while May boils the noodles, and after getting out some plates, everything is ready to be served. We had food ready to eat within 10 minutes of stepping inside. Let's dig in then.
はい、いただきます。
I imagine she must have been as starving as I was. Our plates are clean within a minute flat. I don't think we exchanged a single word throughout. Phew, that was good.
ごちそうさまでした。
I wonder if my eating habits have rubbed off on you.
そうかもしれませ
Oh
ん。
yeah, that's right. You like to eat fast. Forgot. Well, don't worry. Everyone eats noodles fast.
そうめんは飲み物ですか？
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I lied. I'm currently living in May's house with her, even though I do feel a bit like I'm smooching off of her. I have to take into consideration my job as her bodyguard. It's a mission that requires my attention during all hours of the day, including while she's at school. That also means, as a matter of course, that I'm still attending the Shoto Academy. This mission was in part Mr. Yukishiro's dying wish, so I don't intend to stop it. My old man and Miss Hosoga took care of the necessary arrangements for things to stay this way. Guess we'd better get changed. Well, I mean, she already changed. Only she been changed into something else?
はい。カイトくん、この後は
I know, I didn't forget. We gotta study so we can get caught up.
はい。スーちゃんに借りっぱなしのノートも返さないといけません。
I forgot about all of those people already. finished changing and settled in her room for a study session. We keep making progress on our homework as we use Suguri's notes and our textbooks for reference. There's a reason that things turn out this way. May I come back on helping out the people in the church like usual. Thanks to the passage of the identification bill, Morino's refugee problem had finally been resolved. After seeing such a clear resolution to what had been a national problem for years, May suddenly gained an interest in the work Miss Hosoka and her father had been doing. So because of that, May would periodically sit in on meetings of Miss Hosoka and other politicians. I see. Meaning that Suguri's notes ended up saving us more than we'd like to admit. Oh no, you did change. Might be that she's doing that because she knows we'll be using them. And I guess we gotta make sure to put them on for good use. I mean, it's good to rely on your friend sometimes. Yeah. Incidentally, May had also asked Suguri to take care of the flower garden at Memorial Park. We were simply that busy. I've been going occasionally since I'm not nearly as swamped as May, but the brunt of the work has definitely fallen on Suguri. No, classic. I remember that. Classic. Yeah, I feel like she's doing so much, we gotta do something to repay her kindness. Oh yeah, that's right, I saw Natsume yesterday. Oh yeah, the spy, I remember. Yeah, when I went to visit my old man, it seems she's been dispatched here to protect the city. Classic. Like good old days, I guess. Yeah, I'll try giving her a call sometime. I almost feel like the whole reason she wanted to unify the country was so her crew could get back together and eat cake. Maybe. That's what the broad smile on her face is telling me right now. Well, I guess that's how it is. This is the life that Mr. Yukishiro laid out for us. He's got a peace and happiness is exactly the ideal he had in mind with unification. We really do need to be grateful for him. Oh, was she reading your mind? Huh? I was exactly just thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. The reason we'll be able to still see Natsume is all because of his ex-firsts. There's a hint of sadness in her smile. Whenever I see her face like this, I always hold her hand. We're going to see the effects of his efforts more and more as time goes on. It's all improvement from here on out. My words of encouragement seem to have worked. She had experienced some fundamental loss from this. The grief she feels is very much real. I may not be able to do much, but at the very least I can hold her hand and ease some of the pain. I'll say whatever I need to help her get through it. That's enough about that. For now, we gotta make sure to study so we can head to the that place again with everyone. If we end up flunking our tests, we're gonna be too caught up with the retests to have any free time. We make a small talk for the time being as we compare Suguri's notes with our text, was making sure that our own notes are as well. She places his hand on her shoulder and moves her neck around. Shoulder sore? Shoulders. She had to be at least a little tense about the amount of political beatings she's been doing lately. I've been seeing her rub her shoulders quite often. Want me to massage you for you? The delightful smile crosses her face. She was rather glad when I did it her last time, but she was secretly hoping I might again. Say no more, let's see what I got here. Come out from behind and grasp her shoulders. Hopefully this doesn't lead to another one of those scenes, because I'm gonna have to skip classic, because it usually kind of does, and that's what happened last time too. Great, I come back to this and this is happening. I mean, we'll see. If I have to skip, I'll skip. Use my thumbs to lightly press against the place that she stands. That's pretty stiff. How about I give him a good rub down? No worries, I'll do it. Come on, just relax. There still seems to be some reservation in her, but I paid no mind. I begin this massage. I'm gonna try to not be too rough. But just tell me if it hurts. Keeping a firm grasp on her, I start putting strength in my thumb. Okay. She lets a short gasp, almost as though I press them out of her. I move from place to place, seeking out spots where it looks like she might be stiff. Great. 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 How is it? Great. That's good, I guess. Gotta relieve the stress, I guess. I think you were pretty tense after all. You've been working too hard. You need to take care of yourself. She unfortunately can't turn around and smile at me while I'm doing this. So instead, she gently touches my hand as if it's still on her shoulder. Alright, I'm gonna be a bit more thorough now. Try to relax a little more. Okay. I'm all good. Besides, massages, my bad. Actually get kind of fun when you're doing that. Yeah. Okay, you got it. I start to work on loosening her shoulders again. In addition, my thumb is pressed down on her shoulders as I knead into them. Okay, did that hurt? The more strength I put into my fingers, the more hot this guy. I slowly worked deeper into her shoulders. I could feel her skin start getting warmer. Great. I tried to loosen up my massage, and her voice starts to relax as well. The voice you're making sounds like this. Great. It is leaning to that, isn't it? Great. I know I can turn that off, by the way. Yeah, I can go to settings and turn that off, so I can just focus on the story. I mean, then again, since I'm doing a recording, and this is going to be on YouTube, I cannot show what happens. Even if I censor it, it's pointless. Anyways. Does it? I see. My imagination starts to run wild and some less than wholesome ideas start to come to mind. She has her back turned into me right now, so if I were to hug her from this position, it would be fairly simple for me to massage her. I see. I see what you're trying to do. But no, I don't want her to think that was my motive for doing this massage in the first place. I suppress my base desires and refocus rubbing on her shoulders. I continue to massage as she sits there in blissful silence. Sure? Great. Okay. Saved. Saved. We didn't have to go through that. Glad to hear. Something about her reply comes also as a bit strange. It almost feels like there was an uncharacteristic lack of spirit in it. What's wrong with me? I mean, even I can tell something is up from the way you replied. Don't worry, you're fine. So what's up? Oh, something else is sore. I see her place a hand again. Oh, I see. So, well, at least she's staring. More than likely, she was thinking about the same thing I was. Well, so much for what I just said. I wasn't picking up on that at all.
そんな、私こそ恥ずかしいです。
Great. I'm already made love oh, yeah, true. I guess. Off screen, because I think there was only 2 scenes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you see countless. Holy, what are you guys doing? Is that why you live together? I mean, okay. Though we've been both rather busy lately, so it's been a while. Okay, so
カイト君に触られていると思うと、なんだか意識してしまって、そうしたら、どんどん体が熱くなってしまって。
So you were thinking about it.
はい。
I was too. The more I touched your body, the more I got into the
そう
mood.
なのですか?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, so May, I wrap my arms around her body and pull her close. After that, oh, okay. Okay, that was some intense scene, alright? Yeah. So obviously it's gonna be taken away. Obviously. So let's continue. If anything else shows up, I guess I have to obviously take it away. I remember something from the day that May decided to go through with her selfish wish. I remember him. He was me, my own self. My doppelganger. Doppelgangers are shadows that look identical to their hosts. They come up frequently in paranormal topics, but they can also be found in the fields of neurology and psychiatry. One of the main characteristics of doppelgangers phenomenon is that instinctive belief that the shadow is actually you. He was me. I know that now. Because my other half born from the lies that I told. And that's when it all added up. How I had a vague doubt that I actually killed the real Toba Kaito when I took his place. The guilt I felt as I kept piling on lie after lie to May. The unease that came from remorse and doubt. The unease grew inside me, multiplying and expanding until it eventually took form. That is how he was born. He was a fabrication and illusion born from my subconscious. Thoughts about the real Toba Kaito was like, that is his essence, so it made sense that he disappeared now that all of my unease has been removed. It all came from realization I had that one day. I realized who I was, and subsequently became Toba Kaito in the truest sense. And as Toba Kaito, I had decided that I would protect Yuki Shirome. It is now the following morning. Okay. Yes, I did.
Kaito-kun, お待たせしました.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to log. Yes. Okay, let's stop right here. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. Okay, so let me hide that. Okay, yeah, so well, after this long time, yeah, things obviously have changed in the sense that, well, apparently Japan is becoming unified, at least in this, obviously in this world, you know, since they were separated. Now they're becoming one again. And well, it seems that everything is working out between them as well. I mean, yeah, they all right. They seem to be doing just fine, more than just fine. They are basically just a couple. Yeah. Well, that was fun. It was fun to coming back and doing this after a year and a half, over a year and a half. Now, when will be the next time that I continue this? We will see. We will see. Hopefully I'm able to return to this. Hopefully soon, like within a few weeks or maybe a few months, but no more than that. Hopefully, so I can finish the route. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm almost done. It feels like I'm almost done. Well, I guess we'll see. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.